Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Freezer Burns. As always, I'm your host Greg, the frozen food master. And you're joining me as I eat my way through the freezer aisle one box at a time. Today, by popular demand, I haven't gotten more requests than for this item. I'm reviewing this. It is the White Castle Microwavable Cheeseburgers, $3.77 a box. That's a mouthful. $3.77 a box. Ready to get this out of the box. We're going to pop this in the microwave. I'm going to tell you how it looks, how it smells, and most importantly, how it goes down deep into my belly. Freezer Burn starts right now. Here we go. Too cold.
If you spend some time on Freezer Burns, then you might stave off the stomach churns. Greg's the frozen food master. He's best bud to your taste buds.
Once again, today we are reviewing the White Castle Microwavable Cheeseburgers, $3.77 a box. There are 6 of them in this box. For those of you who, let me get something right out of the way, okay? White Castle, people either love them or they hate them. And those are only the people who actually are fortunate enough to have a White Castle nearby. Now, I don't know if you've ever had a White Castle in real life. Have you? Ever had White Castle?
I wasn't fortunate.
Mrs. FFM does not feel that she's fortunate that she's had White Castle. I've had White Castle in my life a couple times, and I'm going to reserve judgment. I had a great meal, and it was definitely a distinctive taste. For those of you who have had White Castle, you know what I'm talking about. They cook these over a bed of onions. That's basically what makes that beef a nice flavor, a really distinctive flavor. But for me, the buns are where it's at when it comes to White Castle, and that's why it worries me. I'm microwaving these guys, and very rarely do you get a good bun taste, because I've had many buns in my mouth, a good bun taste out of the microwave, okay? So for this particular review, I understand that there are a lot of people out there who have never had White Castle, and so I'm going to try to be as objective as possible when I review this. Let's look at this picture first, okay? These things are small. That's why serving size is actually 2 sandwiches. These things are like the original sliders, right? It's on a bed of lettuce and a tomato. I don't care about any of that green stuff, the vegetative stuff. I care about that burger patty with the cheese and that nice golden bun, okay? 6 fully cooked heat and serve cheeseburger sandwiches, 312 grams in this box. I know if you've gone down the freezer aisle at your local grocery, you've probably seen the mega box that this comes in as well. Okay. Nutritional facts. 2 sandwiches is a serving size, 104 grams. Again, I'm not going to go through all of these, but I do want to point out that those 2 sandwiches is 8 grams of saturated fat and 17 grams of total fat. So it's not the best for you, it's not the worst for you. Let's remember we're talking cheeseburgers here, okay? Heat and serve instructions, which I like. It's not like cook, it's already cooked. Heat and serve instructions in the microwave. That's the only way I can cook these things. Open one end of package, separate sandwich inside the package, place 2-pack in microwave, use a high setting for 60 seconds, and that's it. And then I'm going to get these into my belly. Let's see how this looks. As I mentioned, these things are in packs of 2. Okay, see that? They're joined like a Parker House roll, which are nice, by the way. So I'm going to kind of open one side. I'm going to break this into 2 pieces. I'm going to put them on in the microwave for 60 seconds, and then we're going to see how it tastes. I'm going to open this just to, wow, I can smell the onion right away, and you can see little bits of onion in there as well. The patty is not big. You know what? I'm just going to break open this bottom part, and I'm going to just show you. Parquet. See that? Big piece of cheese, little pieces of onion on top, square patty, and kind of a squarish bun. And when I come back, I will have cooked this in the microwave, and we're going to get this and the other one into my belly. Welcome back. So I've taken these out of the microwave, cooked them for 60 seconds. As you can see, they're steaming. Now, why is this bread overturned? Well, I'll tell you, because as I was cooking this, Mrs. FFM said, do they even have the patented 5 holes in the patty? And I was like, I should have checked that before I cooked it. Sure enough, when I took this out, you see that? Boom, 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 boom. They do have the 5 patties. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised. This is roughly the same size as I remember them. If this is the exact same patty that you would get at a White Castle. Here we go. They're hot. The cheese has melted. I cooked it in for 60 seconds. The bread smells really good. Freshly baked. It smells like that at least. Still picking up the onion, which I love. Maybe that's why you don't like White Castle. Because you don't like onions.
Well, I like them cooked, but I don't like them raw.
You don't like it like this. I love onions. Let's get this in my belly.
It beats the ratio of onion to burger.
That is awesome. I don't know about you. I don't think this needs anything else. Cheese, onion, meat, bread. That's all you need. It doesn't need any ketchup. Doesn't need any mustard. No pickles.
Every burger needs a pickle.
We disagree on burgers needing pickles. This tastes exactly the way that I remember it. The only difference is the top of the bun. A little chewy, not as freshly baked as it tastes when you get it at the restaurant. A little chewy. But other than that, taste-wise, this is identical to what you get at the restaurant. And I mean, I can't really fault them from the microwavable process that's a little chewy. This is really, really good. If you like White Castle, then you definitely, there's very little drop-off. Or if you miss White Castle, let's say like you grew up in Long Island, right? You like White Castle and you're now in like Arizona. And you need some White Castle, you should definitely get this because this will definitely bring you back and it feels legit. Now, if you don't like White Castle or if you've never had White Castle, if you don't like White Castle, stay away from this. It tastes exactly the same. If you've never had White Castle, if you like grilled onions on burgers, if you do, then you should give these a try. They're a great snack. They're smaller than a meal. I think that I'm definitely gonna pop both of these in my belly right now. And I think that there's something definitely worth noticing. This is the White Castle Microwavable Cheeseburgers, $3.77 a box for 6 of these little mini White Castle burgers. I give this a 4-star. Really, really good, solid effort by White Castle. I'm really happy with this. Now, you know, people have been asking for White Castle. White Castle, White Castle. Everyone's like, when are you gonna do White Castle? When are you gonna do White Castle? I just did White Castle, but you know what? I'm gonna take it up a notch because if you come back tomorrow, we're going to have an episode of Fryer Burns where I deep fry these White Castles. We'll see if it even beats that 4-star rating. As always, I'm your host Greg, the Frozen Food Master. This has been another review of Freezer Burns, and I'll see you next time.